Yo, what's going on, man? It's 1-2 TV back again, and halfway through the season, so we thought it'd be useful to go over the events of the season so far. We're gonna talk about the most impressive team. We're gonna discuss the most impressive player, the most unexpected results,
Why are you looking at me?
and the biggest flop in terms of players, teams, and managers. I'm joined by Eric Njiru, resident Liverpool fan, and big man Saddam, AC Milan fan. But he has an opinion on everything, so we had him on. Let's start with the most impressive team, man. And before I even start giving you guys like options, right? I did quite a bit of research. Just off the top of your head, let's start with you, Saddam. What do you think? And you're allowed to change your mind after our discussion.
Okay.
Just off the top of your head, who do you think has been the most impressive team so far this season?
Aston Villa.
That's a good shout. What about you, Eric?
Liverpool.
But are you serious?
Hey, of course I'll give my reasons. What do you mean, are you serious? When I came here to joke.
Oh my god.
Okay. I don't know how to.
Should I give you my
digest
reasons?
that.
Somehow you come to
No,
start.
Actually,
him-
okay.
I
You
feel
know what?
like
He mentioned it. He mentioned it, Saddam. That's fine. He's allowed to have a shit opinion if he wants. But let me give you the names that I came up with. Having a look at the Premier League table, there's City, in my opinion. I nominate City. Leeds, Villa, Southampton, Leicester, Leicester City and West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no Liverpool, but
There's
there's
no
West
Liverpool. There is West Ham, yeah.
Ham. Okay.
I mean, okay, wait. Why would you want Liverpool to be there? Liverpool are the champions, and they are now fourth or third. Something
Well,
like that.
should I give my reasons now?
You know what? Yeah, let's start because yours is the worst. So
Yeah,
let's
of course.
go
The
with
reason
yours.
why I have Liverpool is my... What was the question first?
Exactly. You know what he's saying?
That is the pinnacle, Eric.
You know what he's saying? I don't know what the question is, but the answer is Liverpool.
No, the most
Exactly.
impressive team.
Oh, we're talking
The
about
most
the
impressive team.
shittiest team, huh?
Oh, you shut up, man. The most impressive team right now to me is Liverpool. Despite all the injuries that have happened to Liverpool, Virgil van Dijk, the best defender in the world. We've got Joe Gomez, the best English defender right now. And obviously, the other guys getting...
He's not the best English defender.
He is. I'll explain to you in a second
John
now.
Stones, when
Ben-
he's Scottish.
Ben Davies is second, but he just came yesterday.
Which one from Preston North then?
Exactly. And now, Joel Matip is out for the entire season. From there, we've had so many cases of coronavirus. Mane, Trent Arnold going to the season with it. And we've been able to stay up there. It's actually like, it's amazing how, despite all those injuries, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool have continued to challenge for the Premier League title. And they could be number 1 or number 2 by Monday evening. I mean, they've only lost like 2 matches in the Premier League. That is to Aston Villa and to Burnley.
No, you
Tell
lost
me a
3.
team. Who else did we
You
lose
lost
to?
3. Man City is the only team that's lost 2.
We've not lost to City. We've lost
No,
to
no,
Burnley.
I said City is the only team that's lost 3.
Okay.
2 games.
Sawa,
You guys
okay.
lost 3 games.
Okay, sawa.
So who else did you lose to? I can actually get that for you.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
keep-
My
continue
point,
justifying
so
it
my
because
point
I'm
is,
not
despite
impressed.
going through all that, we've been able to stay up. Mohamed Salah is the top scorer right now in the Premier League. Despite all that, Virgil van Dijk, our play is built from Virgil van Dijk and Gomez.
Yep, lost 3.
We've lost 3, no? So we've lost 3. But despite all that, we've been able to stay top. Tell me a team that would have lost all those players and still remain on top. City could not
You're not
challenge the
on
Premier
top.
League.
Wait. What do you mean you're on top?
We're on top at some point. Right now, we're number 3 right now in the Premier League.
Yeah, number 3, you're 4 points behind City, who have a game in hand.
We
on
beat
you. That
City
could
on Sunday,
possibly
we're
be
good.
7 points.
We beat City. No, it can't be 7 points
It
because we're going
can
to beat
be
them.
if they win their game in hand, which is not against you guys.
I know it's against Everton.
Yeah, and that's most likely a win.
Everton
for
are
them,
good,
in my
man.
opinion. Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
They're good, man.
They just lost to
Because
Newcastle
yeah,
recently.
they're good, man.
But
Okay.
they're good.
Okay.
Yeah, sure thing. I just don't understand how you can justify Liverpool being the most impressive team. How does a team lose 7-2 and still hold the title of most impressive team so far? this
Well, that was
season?
a one-off. That was a one game. I mean, we're talking about the entire season.
What
right
about
now.
what about the one-off?
Even
what
last
about
season
the other
we
one-off?
lost to Watford 3-0.
Yeah, Eric. No, you also lost to Man City 4-0.
Exactly,
You
and
also
we were the
lost to
perfect team.
Arsenal 2-1.
Or by that time we had won the league.
You won the league, yeah, I'm sure. You didn't care. You weren't serious. You also this is the same team that had a very impressive record of no losses in the Premier League for over 3 years.
Yeah.
About 3 years. but then they decided to lose
To
the
Burnley.
record to Burnley.
My point is-
how I don't understand how you justify that being the most impressive
My
team.
point is, despite all what has happened to our team, I mean, after losing the best defender in the world and the best English defender, and Trent is out of form because of COVID, Mane was out because of COVID
You know,
at some
Eric,
point.
Eric, wait,
And
wait,
now,
wait.
listen, Diogo Jota went out for like 3 months.
Two.
Is actually still out. Thiago Alcantara was out because of injury and COVID. I mean, you've lost like 7 to 8 players, and you're still up there. You're competing with the very best. You're still in the Champions League. You top the
You
group.
see, the thing is, okay, it's.
I mean,
a
they've
good-
outperformed our
Okay,
expectations.
yes, but you see now, who are you comparing yourself with? Because for me, the reason why I say
City didn't lose anyone. They signed new
let me say
players.
something. I'm saying Aston Villa, right? Because last season they were 1 point off relegation. So now, if they win their game in hand, they are 1 point off top 4. To me, that is a bigger improvement compared to what you're saying.
No.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
like
this season, everyone has improved, apart from Liverpool.
What do you
Everyone's
mean?
improved.
No,
we're
no, what
about
do
to
you-
get the lowest Premier League points tally for a Premier League
No,
champion.
I'm not
aren't
saying
we?
like all 20 teams. I'm saying like these small teams: Southampton, West Ham, Everton, Aston Villa. Those mid-table teams like us. No, not Arsenal.
Bruh, I just don't understand how you justify it.
I gave my
Especially-
team.
No,
No.
listen, everyone, you're saying everyone is improving. Man City,
Not the
they're
top
having,
teams.
they're not having the best.
Not top teams. I'm talking about the mid-table teams. Southampton, Everton of this world, West Ham,
No,
Leicester,
Everton haven't.
Leeds.
Everton, according to last season, they're almost the same.
They are,
Southampton,
they're
they're
much
almost
better
the same.
than last season. Southampton are much better, Manzi.
Like, yes, Southampton are playing better. They're playing
That's
better.
what you mean.
They're not getting as. They're page 2, right?
Southampton last season, they even
they're
lost
top of
9-0.
page one-
They are
page
number
two.
11th. What do you mean they're improving and having a better
They've
season?
lost
than 11th?
Technically, they're ahead of Arsenal because they have a game in hand.
No, that's not a technicality.
You
Until
said
the
yeah,
game
Man
is-
City. You
until
said
the
that
game
Man
is
City
played.
can go 7.
No,
You
no,
said
that's
that
because
No, no,
City
no, no,
will
no.
win their game.
Even as Southampton,
Southampton, not necessarily. Who did they lose to last week?
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's not a guarantee.
So-
even Arsenal are going to lose their game.
Listen, can I have my phone back, please? Thank you. My point is, I hear Aston Villa's shout. That's a very good shout. They've played.
Yeah, even mine is a
with
very good
freedom.
shout.
No, it's not.
It is.
They've played with freedom. They've gotten some very impressive results, and I think they also, much like their performances, they have the most impressive player in the season so far.
Yeah, Jack
Who's
Grealish.
Jack
that?
Grealish. So we'll get into the players and the managers and whatnot, but I'm gonna go with Man City. And I know it's easy to justify it by saying, City's just doing City things. No, it's not.
What do you mean
City
it's
have
not?
lost. City have only lost 2 games. They've drawn 5. Everybody else is dropping points around them with inconsistency.
They also did drop
You
points.
guys were inconsistent.
Even
and
City
have-
dropped points.
You guys are still
the
inconsistent.
beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are still inconsistent. City were
What do you mean?
inconsistent at the beginning, but ever since then have been very.
They've only had
consistent.
one option, one situation of dropping points. So has been Liverpool.
No.
Yeah, one incident between December and Christmas.
City in
New
the
Year.
last 5 games, they've won all their last 5 games. You guys have drawn 1, won 2, and lost 2.
You're not getting my point.
You're
How much
not
a legend
impressive.
that? How much a legend
No,
that?
no, why?
My point is, City at their deep form time when they dropped those points. That
But
was
that- I
that
mean,
was no.
there was
Listen,
ways
listen
to
my
justify
point.
it.
Listen to my what justified that?
Well, first of all, they didn't have their full team, full squad at the beginning of the season.
As guys have
Um,
had, we lost like 7 players, 7 key players.
Yeah, but then when you beat Leicester 3-0, when the whole world expected you to lose, you said, we have quality and depth. Didn't they say that?
That's true. You see, okay.
This
Zoom,
guy
Zoom,
when it
I-
comes to City,
Listen, Zuhum, Eric has a point because
Huh?
I don't understand why City have won 2 of the last 3 titles. So, City have, I would say, the best team, man for man,
Yeah.
including subs, including
Exactly.
depth.
Yeah. In the
Arguable.
Premier League.
100%.
Arguable.
They have their bench could start in
yeah,
any
in the
top
Premier
6
League,
team.
that's true.
So them being only 4 points
It's an underperformance.
above Liverpool, who are struggling that much, I think Man City are just doing what Man City
Okay.
does. I would say they're doing okay, but the rest of the guys are struggling.
And in fact, they went
Considering
out.
United are second, United who ideally, if everyone is performing at their optimum level, United should be like 6th. or
United
7th.
having better season than City
How?
in terms of
How does that even
no,
make
no, listen,
sense?
listen. United are number 2. We didn't expect them to be this. City should be ahead of everyone. Apart from Lapo came back to the team and they signed another defender. They still went out and got who? This guy from
That's
Bournemouth.
ambition. You guys had your 75 million defender. He got injured, and now
United
you're
have
struggling
improved.
signing a player from League Two, Championship,
Last
or whatever.
time we did that, we won the league.
Isn't that what they're doing? They signed up an expensive defender who's world class now.
Yeah.
He
So
looks
Adam's
world
point
class.
is-
I think majority of
they are
us,
okay, City,
majority
they
of
are
us
okay.
is not. Majority of us agree that it's not Liverpool,
And it's not City.
and majority of us agree it's not City.
No, I think it's City.
No.
And here's why. Just because they've been consistent, and they're the only ones that have been consistent in a season that has shown a lot of inconsistencies for different clubs and for different reasons.
But
right?
even West Ham have been consistent.
At the end of
Okay.
the day, when it comes to the performances, when they're winning 5-0, left, right, and center, 4-0, 3-0, comfortably against a team like Aston Villa, who gives problems to everyone, they're, in my opinion, the steadiest ship in the Premier League. And to have that in this season, with all the injuries and the fatigue, it's not just about
We expect
investments.
City to score for
It's
every
not
season.
just about
Okay.
investments. Hold on, it's not just about investments. It's about maintaining game management,
100%.
man management,
I agree.
fitness, rotation, and when you rotate, you get the most out of your squad.
Mm-hmm.
You guys rotated, you drop points. Arsenal rotated, they drop points. United rotated, drop points. Chelsea sacked their manager, so that doesn't matter. But everybody else that tries to manage the schedule drops points. And at the end of the day, whether they have that quality or not, if they have the best team or not, it doesn't matter. They're the most consistent, and for that, that's why I think they're the most impressive team. If they go into any game right now, they're by far the favorites. When they play City soon, they're still the
100%.
favorites.
But that's every season City are like
No,
that.
okay, but Zoom, listen, we're talking about the most impressive team, the
Yeah.
team that has impressed us the most.
City have been like that every season.
Are you surprised? City
Are winning
from
5-0 at
second
Burnley.
last year, and now
Yeah.
they're first. Or are you impressed by Aston Villa 1 point from
Or West
relegation,
Ham.
or even West Ham? For me, even I feel like West Ham or Aston Villa deserve a better shout because of one, the resources they have. So two, the improvement. Yes, City are much better. City will destroy anyone right now.
City
So,
could even beat
but-
Man United, who are dead.
Yeah, City could be.
Leicester, they even
Good point,
lost 5.
yeah.
That's when they.
They even lost
that's
5
a
to
long
Leicester.
time ago,
No,
man.
okay.
That's a long time.
5-2,
It's
bro.
a month
But see, the
ago.
thing is, home. We're talking about the whole season. So if we're talking about the whole season, we can't talk about the last 10
Exactly.
games. We're talking about from the beginning.
Yeah.
So from the
Okay.
beginning, they lost to City, Leicester.
All right. So let's explore the other options. Okay. There's Leeds.
Those are your options.
No. There's Leeds,
Okay.
Southampton, Leicester, and West Ham.
Bro,
Do you
Leeds
want-
are not
would you-
impressive, man. They're not consistent, Kwanzaa.
Yeah. Okay.
They
Leeds
win
impressed.
2-0 today. Next week, they lose. There's a team
Yeah.
they lost to, I think, last week, man.
Bro, listen. We know Leeds.
Even the game
Leeds
they
have
played
won.
Tottenham.
Listen, Leeds have won more games combined than Fulham, West Brom, and Sheffield.
But they,
Okay.
when you expect
They've
them
won
to
9
win, they
games.
don't
They've won
win
as
matches,
many
man.
games. They've won more games than Southampton, for example. Yes, they've also
Look at
lost
who are you
9.
comparing with? Come
Can
on.
I have
They've
your
also
phone for a
lost
minute?
9. They've also lost. You can also.
No,
by the way,
I
this
don't
is
have
Google.
Nini. Now I know I don't have Nini internet. Let me show you. Where's Leeds?
January. What's it
Let me show you the
called?
Nini.
Look, I get their form has been
Listen.
bad in that they listen. Let me finish. They've won 9 games, they've drawn 2, and they've lost 9 games. So we know they lose a lot of games.
Yeah.
But when it comes to why they're impressive, it's the style. These
Yeah,
guys have come to the
of
Premier
course.
League after 16 years. It's not like Norwich or these other teams
agree.
that bounce on and off the Premier League and off the Championship. These guys play with a style and they're sticking by it. They're sticking by their guns. Bielsa is hard-headed. He doesn't want to change his style, and it's beautiful when you watch them play.
Even when they're
For
losing to
example,
United.
remember how
6.
impressive they were when they played Liverpool in the first game of the season.
Even when they lost to United by 6, but they're really
And
good.
just the other day, they beat a very impressive team in Leicester.
Yeah.
Now,
Very
listen,
good
listen
performances.
to
I
these
know
guys'
they
results.
lose games, but still.
Yeah, exactly. They're not that consistent. They beat Leicester 3-1. They beat Newcastle 1-2. Then they lost to Brighton 1-0. They lost to Tottenham
Bro, see,
3-0.
Tottenham lost to Brighton.
Okay.
No, see, Ona,
It's
Zoom.
Leeds, man.
Like, it's not a big deal.
I
It's a
see.
big
I
deal.
see why you consider Leeds, because it's a championship team that is playing very entertaining football in the
Very.
Premier League. Like, they're not
Yeah.
scared of anyone, right? But I feel like Sheffield had a better season last year compared to what Leeds is having now.
Sheffield were consistent.
Sheffield had a better season last year when they came than Leeds are having now. So I don't. It's interesting, but I don't think it's impressive enough to really say that they are the most impressive team, considering they're very vulnerable when they're playing. They're entertaining to watch, 100%. If we get to entertaining part, maybe we can consider them.
Okay.
But it's, I don't think they're the most impressive, but they
What
are
about-
impressive.
Okay, let's talk about Leicester City then.
Still, man.
But they're still in
They're
this,
not-
they're doing
not
almost the same
convincing.
thing.
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing they were doing last year. They finished.
that's
They
how
were,
they
they
lost
were
the
top four the
top
whole
four.
of from the beginning almost towards the end. Isn't it?
Yeah, and
Same thing now.
And they're doing that now. But
When you
why are we
expect them
taking
to
away?
win-
Why are we taking away
Uh-huh.
from a team that's maintained its top 4 rivalry? Why are we taking that away from them? This is a team that obviously beat Man City. We talked about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They beat Chelsea very comfortably, and they're doing this without their best player, probably their best ever player.
Beat Chelsea with Vardy. Or
No, they didn't have Vardy, bro.
okay.
Vardy's been injured, and he's going to be injured for a while. So just because they lost to Leeds the other day, and yeah, they've
When you
lost a
say
few games
impressive,
here and there.
you have to compare like what you did with Liverpool. You go back to
At
like
this
one-
rate,
one
guys,
season-
at this
one
rate,
season
you
ago.
guys are going to tell me there's no team that's
If
impressive.
you,
There's
no,
just
no,
a
no, of
bunch
course,
teams
no,
that
no,
have
no,
done
no,
well.
no, no. If you look at
I just
Leicester
said
last
Aston
season
Villa.
and now,
We're doing Aston Villa is performing. Beat Liverpool. They beat
West Ham.
Arsenal. Not that it matters, but you understand. Like they're beating top teams, and I'll give you an example. The Crystal Palace game. They were 1-0 up. They got a red card. They almost won 4-0.
oh yeah, I remember.
You
that
understand?
game.
Yeah.
Like
They
that is
also
that
beat
is
Wolves.
that is
They also
Aston
beat
Villa.
Wolves with a red card.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
Aston Villa. That's why I think they're the most impressive.
If you look at
Guys,
Leicester
no.
last
I
season,
mean, this is the
how
same
are
Aston
they?
Villa that lost to Leeds 3-0 at home on the 23rd of October. So every that's my point. Every team has been inconsistent. You can't just go and say this is the least inconsistent team, so we're gonna like them more.
No, I'm not saying that. There is when you're saying impressive, there has to be something you're comparing it with. I'm
Exactly.
comparing Aston Villa of this season
And of
with
last
Aston
season.
Villa of last
Now
season.
compare
That
last
is
Leicester
what we're
City.
doing.
Now compare Leicester City
That
of
is
last
what
season
we
and
mean
of
by
this
the
season.
most impressive team so far
Yeah.
this season, because we're comparing with what they've been doing last year.
Leicester
Understand?
City
But,
were much
I mean-
better than this season.
I mean, doesn't that apply to Southampton, for example?
It's a
We'll
decent
get to that
shout.
Southampton. We've
Listen,
not
it's a
gotten yet
decent
there.
shout. I see, but I don't feel like it's more than Aston Villa. You understand? Like I don't say I wouldn't say that they're not having a good season. I think their coach has changed a lot of things. Their style of play is amazing. But I still feel like Aston Villa tick more boxes than Southampton, for example.
All right. So what do you like about Southampton so far?
I like their style of play. I like the two defenders. I feel like
play like Liverpool, Southampton. That's why Nana's gone on loan there.
Who,
Jack
Vestergaard
Minamino.
and-
Minamino.
yeah,
Bednarek.
yeah. I think they are having a better season than most centre backs, apart from maybe City.
What about
Considering how impressive that Danny Ings playing up front, Kyle Walker-Peters, who is really doing well.
Chewa
Considering
Adams,
Shea Adams is also doing well when he's playing.
Ward-Prowse.
This kid called the guy that scored against you. What's his name?
Everyone
The
scored
white
against
kid,
Arsenal, man. It's new.
the blonde kid.
Who?
Let me just Google.
James Ward-Prowse.
No.
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Stuart
Yeah.
Armstrong.
He is having a season and a half. I like him a lot. He's very technical. He's technically gifted, Sana. I feel like maybe the next 1 year he's gonna maybe go to Liverpool,
To a better team, yeah?
to a better team. 100%.
All right. So where do you think we land then? Who is the most impressive team? It's definitely not Liverpool.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it's Aston Villa.
Why
I
not,
don't know what
why not West Ham?
Um,
Moyes has really pushed that team up. And even the league table says it's all.
Yeah, weren't they in the relegation?
But,
battle last season as well.
Not same as Aston Villa.
Not as much as Aston. I mean, Aston Villa was
They
right,
finished, I
right
think-
till the end of the day, right till the.
Last
I think first
year.
so good you can say it's between West Ham and Aston Villa.
Yeah, it could be between both. But then again, if Aston Villa win that game in hand, they go top of West Ham. So they have covered the longest distance.
You're behind Aston Villa, who have a game in hand.
For now,
2 games in hand.
we're playing them. By the way.
yeah.
2 games in
Two
hand.
games in
We're
hand.
playing them soon. Yeah. So what? Everton had 3 games in hand. They've done nothing.
You
with
guys
that.
are not sure about your team.
That's fucking true.
Everton, if Everton had won all
would
their
have gone
3
on top of
games,
Liverpool.
they would have gone on top of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Thank God they drew 1-1 with Leicester.
And then you're worried about Everton. You're still telling me about the most impressive team is Liverpool, Quenda. So I think it's fair to say the 2 teams that are the most impressive
Aston Villa and Liverpool.
are Arsenal, Leeds, and
Huh?
yeah, Arsenal, Leeds.
What?
Yeah, Arsenal get
No,
a
no.
shot.
For what?
Listen, Arsenal finished
What?
8th last year.
We didn't-
Now they're 9th.
Yeah, but we're gonna finish
Big
7th.
improvement.
We're gonna finish
Amazing.
7th,
From-
maybe
From
6th.
9th to 8th.
Yeah, that's a
From
big
8th to
improvement.
9th. Without a game in
Y'all are
hand.
haters,
With
man. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. for this episode. It is our review of the season so far. Thanks for coming on, Eric and Jiru, and Saddam as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so that you're notified as soon as we drop any more content. And obviously, there's a lot of football to come by. We'll catch you guys next week.